Okay, um, we're back. Um, it's been a crazy Monday for a holiday. Oh, excuse me. I'm still working on my morning smoothie. Uh, yeah, and that's one of the things that I'm going to do a series on. I am not, at this point, going vegan or vegetarian. Um, I'm trying to eat a little differently and eat a little more healthy. Um, Namely because I do have an eating disorder. If you look at me, you're going to say, no, you don't. But yes, I battle anorexia. Um, I always think that I'm too fat. Um, I guess is the best way to sum that up. But that's kind of not exactly where we're at right now. Came on to make this video to talk about my history with pain. Um, Over the course of my life, I was in a car accident whenever I was 19 years old. I was almost hit on by a drunk driver. Um, the officer that worked the accident told my father that if they had hit me about that much further up on the car, that it probably would have killed me on impact. Um, Thankfully, did not because I'm still here. That was one of the first major hits that I took to my back. Um, I grew up gardening with my parents and with my grandfather. I grew up um, moving refrigerators. On into my adult life, I moved heavy furniture. Um, I just did a lot of things that I really shouldn't do. And I love cars. And for a period of time, I learned a lot about maintaining a vehicle. And part of that was changing a tire, oil changes, um, basic maintenance. I can do a brake job. Uh, but anyway, all of that was wear and tear on my back that was already damaged. I was born with double curve scoliosis. So my back was already damaged, and I just kept adding to it. And then I was hurt at work. I was crushed between a customer's order, um, probably guesstimating about maybe 300 pounds of merchandise, um, give or take, and their vehicle. I was loading the vehicle for them. The load shifted. It is what it is. But whenever it did, it pushed my neck and my chin that way, and it caused severe damage to my neck and to my shoulder. Um, I stayed off work for about a week. I went back to work. I worked for another year, and I couldn't hardly use this arm or this shoulder. So what I did is what I always do, and I used the left side of my body. I do my dominant hand, so to speak, is my left hand, but I use both hands. So I don't really have, uh, I don't really call myself ambidextrous. I can do things with this hand too. Okay, because if I write with this hand, it's way more messy than this hand because I've always written with this hand. Um, but anyway, whenever I did that, that caused the damage to go all the way into this shoulder. So I have impingement and nerve damage in both shoulders. I don't know how many discs are ruptured or what the situation is exactly with my neck. I know that um, I went to several orthopedic surgeons, um, to include the doctor that did the surgery on my lower back and my pain management doctor now that says there's absolutely no surgery, there's nothing that can be done for my neck, except a neck transplant, and they don't do those. Um, my spine is pretty much shot. So between that and migraines, um, and later Meniere's disease, vertigo, um, I had a ton of female issues that started when I was 17 years old and ended whenever I was 40. Um, I became very well acquainted with pain. Um, and now in a lot of my videos, I'll have mentioned, my pain level is here, or something like that, just simply because it's just to give you a gauge and to let people know that yeah, just because I have makeup on my face, my hair looks good. It feels really soft today. That's why I keep messing with it. It's day one of wash day, so it's just kind of like, you know, it just is basically, it's silky and soft, but it's kind of lifeless. Um, but anyway, just because I do all of this, it doesn't mean that I'm not hurting. And the fact that a lot of times I do this because I'm hurting. Because I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. There are people way worse off than I am. Um, there are uh, people that have more difficult struggles than I do. Um, I just want people to understand that that chronic pain is real. It is not something, it's real. Um, I would much rather be running and jumping and be able to jump. I would be able to run. Those are things that I cannot do at this point in time. However, part of this video is the new things that I plan to do in 2016. And like I mentioned earlier about eating cleaner, that falls under the eating disorder because part of my eating disorder is that the thought of chewing food sometimes is revolting to me. So I have decided, and I've been working towards this goal for quite some time, but I have decided that um, I need to work on nutrition versus just forcing myself to eat. I need to work on ways to get nutrition into my body. And I used to use the little Equate shakes that are the same thing as the Boost, and I got away from that because it just didn't seem to really be helping. And when I used the Fortify ones, they helped tremendously. Um, they also helped my behind get bigger than what I want it to be. And that's the other thing that, this is going to be a little accountability. Um, so I just want to invite you to come along on my journey to take care of me and to battle this eating disorder that I have. Um, I haven't sorted out the reasons why I have it, um, or why I feel the way that I do about my body or about food. Still working on that. But this is going to be all about dealing with the healthier side of me. And I have increased my consumption. I started with just eating the bananas um, several weeks ago, and I would just eat like between 4 and 6 bananas on up in the morning. That kind of got me in the habit of having something in my system more than not. And then I went to putting them through the NutriBullet with um, no dairy, um, water, strawberries, mango. I just recently added avocado and apple. Um, my NutriBullet is NutriBullet RX. It's the strongest one. Um, and what it does is it makes it pretty much a smoothie or a pureed texture to where I don't have to chew it. And so therefore I can drink and get my nutrients because drinking never really gave me an issue. Um, and I am going pretty much zero soda. I don't drink. I'm not a big soda drinker to begin with, so that's not a huge thing for me to give up. Um, I'm trying to work my way away from processed foods. that gets a little hairy because, you know, I have the migraines and things of that nature. So it's going to be a work in progress, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out. But I would like for you to come along. Today's smoothie so far, and I say so far because I still have room. I had some left from my last smoothie, so I just kind of incorporated what I had for today into it. Um, but I have cherries, strawberries, blueberries. I have Sarge coming to try to mess things up. Um, I have an apple, an avocado. Please stop. Go. I don't need your help. Um, I have. Now I have to remember what I have in there. I have mango. I think I may have said that already. I haven't put any bananas in there yet because, well, like I said, I'm incorporating into some that was left over from yesterday. But those are the type foods that I like to eat. I've noticed a difference in uh, my bowel habits. I've noticed that it's a lot easier to do. Um, Mondays, it really is interesting because Sunday we always go out and eat at Waffle House, and um, I've noticed that Monday morning it's kind of like my body's kind of, I can tell that I ate foods that probably were not the best choices, um, and I generally don't get the opportunity to do a full smoothie. So, you know, I can tell it's usually by about halfway through my smoothie, I have to go and have a little potty time, and you know, and I can tell a difference. Now I have done 20 squats today. Uh, I will be doing some facial exercises later on in the day before bed. Those have been helping me relax and helping me sleep. I don't know if they're going to help anything else on my face, but sleep works for me. I'm 49. You know, there's going to be something show up on my face. I think I can handle that. I would probably look younger if I cut my hair, but that's just not going to happen just yet. Um, some days I think I'm ready to cut it, and then other days I just know that I'm not. Um, and until I'm 100% sure that I want to cut my hair, I'm not cutting it. Because I know within about 3 weeks after I cut it, if it takes that long, I'm going to hate it. So, has yet to fail. And anyway, I'm going to incorporate using the Gazelle some at home, even whenever I do start going back to the gym. I'm going to incorporate 30 minutes a day. And again, this is just going to be accountability. This is where I'm going to come to you and say, okay, this is what I did today. This is what I ate. You know what I ate today. And like I said, I'm not promoting any type of diet. I ate Taco Bell last night, or night before last. I can't remember what I had last night. It might have been Taco Bell. I can't remember. I know I had a salad from Subway sometime in that. But you know, like I said, I have migraines, and I have certain times that I can't be the one in charge. So with that, we just kind of have to wing it and do the best that we can. I'm slowly trying to convert my husband over into a better eating plan, and that's going to be a work in progress too. Um, I'm going to try to get him to, you know, do a smoothie maybe once a week, and slowly work him into, you know, every day. Um, he's a good guy. I kind of want to keep him around. That, and you know, I got 26 more years on a mortgage. Kidding. I'd rather have him than the mortgage. That didn't sound right. No matter how I put that out there. What I mean is, he's more important than the mortgage is, by far. But anyway, this is just going to be accountability. I'm not going to say it's going to be the new me. Hopefully this will be some improvements. Hopefully we can see some improvements. I got a little scared because I started doing the vegetables, and I slacked off on dairy and slacked off on a lot of things that I used to eat, and suddenly my skin got very, very dry. And I mean, like, it was. I looked in the mirror and it was like, yeah, I'm 90. Um, but I guess it was just part of detox of getting all the bad stuff out. I guess it all couldn't just leave by way of the, I guess, 8 o'clock train. We'll call it that. But anyway, we're just going to go and see how this happens. I'm hoping that this will help reduce my pain. I'm hoping that getting back into getting my body stronger. I've been kind of. I have my next injection this week. Matter of fact, I think it's in the morning. No, today is the 18th, so it's Wednesday morning. Um, so, and I don't see, easy stuff until I see the effects of this next one, and hopefully it will continue to enable me to keep getting stronger. Um, the facial massage techniques and stuff that I have been working on, I will do a video on those, and I will give credit to where I saw them. Um, but they have improved and helped me sleep quite a bit. Um, you know, they didn't include that in the sleep therapy. Yeah. My ultimate goal, hopefully, is that I can find a way to finance getting my teeth fixed. My bottom teeth, the damage is from grinding. I have a bite guard that it hurts me to wear now because my teeth have shifted so far together. Um, but hopefully, 2016 will be the year that I get to get my teeth fixed. Um, and this is gone. It's going to cut it at 15, and we're past that. So have a good day, and we'll talk with you some more.